ResultSource is a San Diego-based book marketing company that conducts bestseller campaigns on behalf of authors. The company states we create campaigns that reach a specific goal, like, on the bestsellers list, or 100,000 copies sold. For example, for a negotiated fee, ResultSource will guarantee that a book becomes a bestseller. It does this through bulk book buying programs designed to manipulate the metrics used by Nielsen BookScan and the New York Times bestseller list, among other strategies. As a result of ResultSource's business practices, Amazon.com has stopped doing business with the company. The details of ResultSource's business are private and few in the publishing industry will speak openly about it. It's no wonder few people in the industry want to talk about bestseller campaigns. Put bluntly, they allow people with enough money, contacts, and know-how to buy their way onto bestseller lists. In 2014, the Los Angeles Times published a story titled "Can Bestseller Lists Be Bought?" It describes how author and pastor Mark Driscoll contracted with ResultSource to place his book Real Marriage on the New York Times bestseller list for a $200,000 fee. The contract was for ResultSource to conduct a bestseller campaign for your book, Real Marriage, on the week of January 2, 2012. The bestseller campaign is intended to place Real Marriage on the New York Times bestseller list for the advice how to list. To achieve this, the contract stated that RSI will be purchasing at least 11,000 total orders in 1 week. This took place, and as a result, the book was successfully ranked number 1 on the hardcover advice bestseller list on January 22, 2014. Other authors who are known to have contracted with ResultSource include Tony Hsieh, Delivering Happiness. Kaplan purchased about 2,500 books through ResultSource, paying about $22 a book for a total of about $55,000. The book reached number 3 on the Journal's hardcover business bestseller list, and number 1 on BarnesandNoble.com. It reached number 1 on the New York Times hardcover advice and miscellaneous list dated June 12, 2011. Steve Poizner, Mount Pleasant, My Journey from Creating a Billion-Dollar Company to Teaching at a Struggling Public High School, reached number 5 on the New York Times list. Keith Ferrazzi, Who's Got Your Back, The Breakthrough Program to Build Deep, Trusting Relationships That Create Success and Won't Let You Fail, ranked number 1 in all books on Amazon.com, and number 1 on BN.com. Ken Blanchard and Don Hudson, 1 Minute Entrepreneur, The Secret to Creating and Sustaining a Successful Business. Adrian Gostick and Chester Elton, The Daily Carrot Principle, 365 Ways to Enhance Your Career and Life. Pamela Yellen, Bank on Yourself, The Life-Changing Secret to Protecting Your Financial Future. Tony Schwartz, The Way We're Working Working, The 4 Forgotten Needs That Energize Great Performance. Charlene Lee, Open Leadership, How Social Technology Can Transform the Way You Lead. Clayton Mask and Scott Martineau, Conquer the Chaos, How to Grow a Successful Small Business Without Going Crazy. Grant Cardone, If You're Not First You're Last, Sales Strategies to Dominate Your Market and Beat Your Competition. Mars Hill Church used ResultSource to promote Christian books, as did Christian authors David Jeremiah, Leigh and Leslie Parrott, and Pastor Perry Noble. 1 Minute Entrepreneur, The Secret to Creating and Sustaining a Successful Business. Bank on Yourself, The Life-Changing Secret to Protecting Your Financial Future. The Way We're Working Working, The 4 Forgotten Needs That Energize Great Performance. Conquer the Chaos, How to Grow a Successful Small Business Without Going Crazy. If You're Not First You're Last, Sales Strategies to Dominate Your Market and Beat Your Competition. Former Mars Hill Church executive pastor and elder shares all, Big Mistake of ResultSource, PT. How the religious right scams its way onto the New York Times bestseller list.